welcome to the first 2024 episode of the Real Rap Podcast. The last episode was in 2023. It's just, your boy got sick and wasn't feeling the best and was unmotivated to edit because of it. Um, Tough winter season, man. Tough winter season where the sicknesses always come out and everything. But anyways, I'm JP and this is my co-host Javi.
Hey guys, welcome. Happy New Year. Welcome to our first episode of the year, 2024. We got a lot of stuff for you guys this year, and we're definitely excited about doing taking the Real Rap podcast into a new year. Did it really great this fall, and want to lead more of that success into this year. So thank you guys for tuning in. Happy to
Yeah,
have you.
yeah, let's hope for a
Yeah,
big year for Real Rap Entertainment this year in 2024. I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to it.
absolutely.
Um,
Yes,
we
sir.
got some stuff coming up. There was something that I'm announcing in the launch of soon. I just have, was just getting sick and everything. It's sidelined it, but we may have a certain service that we'll be providing soon. It's a Patreon. I'll just spoil it.
Mhm.
um and yeah, we're gonna start posting some exclusive content on there. Um, not yeah, there's just a lot we're thinking of in regards to that. Like, I'm still kind of just brainstorming. We're probably gonna do some exclusive movie reviews. Maybe some live streams. I want to do more live streams on YouTube though for sure this year. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna do a bunch of stuff. We're still coming up with stuff, so we'll see. We'll see where the Patreon goes. But yeah, it's probably gonna be um I don't even know the price, and it's gonna be really cheap. I mean, we're a small channel, so I don't expect much. But if you guys want to support, I will be uh giving more announcements about that later on. But anyways, let's get on to some movie news. Oh yeah, before I do, next week, um, like within the next 2 weeks, expect a best and worst of 2023 movie list for me and Javi.
Yes.
That's gonna be happening. Pretty excited for that. We were gonna do it this week, but like I said, sideline with everything, and it's better to give it some time. Take our time, make sure those movies are either the best on our list or the worst on our list. But yeah, I guess let's get right into it. So Javi, you saw the Golden Globes. I'll let you take it away for a bit.
Yeah, so this past Sunday was the Golden Globes, the 81st annual Golden Globe Awards, and it was actually on a different network this year. It was on CBS. For the past years, they've been doing it on NBC, so they switched over to a different network this year. And yeah, a lot to talk about the Golden Globes. It was hosted by Joe Coy, comedian Joe Coy, who surprisingly wasn't really well received as host.
Hmm.
I feel he got like a lot of criticism. A lot of his jokes did seem to fall flat. Um, and yeah, I mean, but then again, to his defense, so I mean, he did have a short time to prepare for it. I think he got it like 10 days before the show, so
Yeah,
that's
he did.
literally like a week and a couple of days to kind of prepare for this. And usually, the hosts they know about this like months in advance. So, but yeah, I mean, he didn't really seem like the best host. I mean, yeah, a lot of people like criticize him, and then there's that whole thing with him and Taylor Swift, that joke that he made about her, and then that
Yeah.
the internet went crazy about her when they pointed over to her. So, but anyways, yeah, so it was his hosting gigs were poorly received. But anyways, let's talk about more of the films here. So,
Well, can I
very
just
big
mention
night
one
for
thing?
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with Joe Coy, I did hear some of
Mhm.
his jokes and everything, and yeah, it wasn't funny, dude. I mean, it sucks with 10 days notice and everything, but man, it was
Yeah, it was.
none of them hit with me.
Yeah, the room was
Crazy.
just barely like, yeah, barely laughing. So
Yeah.
yeah, live and learn, I guess, you know. But anyways, it was a big night for Oppenheimer though. Oppenheimer basically took home all the big awards. Christopher Nolan won Best Director. Robert Downey Jr. won Best Supporting Actor, which was well deserved, and he was one of our top contenders when we were predicting it a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago on our show. So I'm glad he won. Killian Murphy won Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama.
Hmm.
Again, he crushed it in that role. I thought that role suited him very well. Oppenheimer also took home the big one,
Yeah.
Best Picture for drama. So a big, very big night for Oppenheimer. I mean, Oppenheimer, we both loved Oppenheimer. That's both one
Hmm.
of our top for of 2023. So I'm glad to see the film get recognition because it really was a big important film, and it really between Oppenheimer and Barbie, it helped people come back to the movie
Yeah.
theaters.
Um, biggest shock though is that Barbie didn't win too much. I
Yeah,
won't lie.
yeah.
I kind
Another
of thought
thing
they were gonna
too.
win
Yeah,
more. I really did. I
yeah.
thought.
I honestly thought, yeah, going into it, I thought it would win, take home a couple. I mean, I definitely thought that Margot Robbie was going to take home best actor, best actress in a,
Yeah, that's what I thought
musical or
too. I was
drama.
surprised.
Yeah, I thought she was going to take it, but it went to Emma Stone for Poor
Yeah.
Things.
I didn't even think
Um,
yet, which I needed to.
and yeah, Poor Things, which I want to see. I heard a lot of good things about it. And then Poor Things also took home best comedy or musical. So yeah, it was a big, another big night for Poor Things.
It was.
What else happened?
It was really shocking. I will say.
Um,
Just not that not that I don't think it's not. I I haven't seen the movie, but I've heard
mhm,
great things, so it's deserved. Like I just thought that critics and whoever votes would definitely have a huge like love for Barbie. Honestly, I with with all the hype around it and everything and all the performance, I really did think the critics would
absolutely.
go to Barbie. I wonder if I mean um like I I don't know how it's gonna bode the Oscars. I'm interested to see, because I think there was a lot of people who thought Barbie would be a lock, but from what we see here, it wasn't. I'm interested to
Yeah.
see what happened in the Oscars. Like, well, we have some of the same results. I could see Cillian Murphy winning Best Actor. I kind of think he's the lock to be
Hmm.
honest to win. Um, out of everyone. But for actress, I don't know anymore, dude. Like I think the actress one is just really, really competitive because there's so many great performances from these actresses.
Hmm.
Emma Stone, from what I hear in Poor Things, was great. Lily Gladstone was fantastic, and she won Best Performance in Drama for an actress.
Yes, it did.
For Killers of the Flower Moon. Like it's gonna be some tough competition, dude. I don't think it's gonna be, I don't think it's
Absolutely.
gonna be one that isn't close. I think it's gonna be a pretty close battle. Um, I'm still weirded out by not weirded out. Like I'm still like, huh, with Jennifer Lawrence, No Hard Feelings being nominated because I didn't think that movie was
Oh,
gonna
the
be
nominate.
successful,
Yeah,
truthfully. But good for her. I like Jennifer Lawrence, though, but
yeah,
it's just like it felt like like just a like regular kind of comedy. I didn't think it was anything special.
yeah, yeah. You're looking at it. You didn't think it would be like getting any
Yeah,
nominations or anything.
yeah.
But
I didn't
hey,
think it was.
sometimes you never know. They surprise us.
They did.
Um,
They did.
but yeah, But yeah, I mean, overall though, I mean, yeah, it was a big night for Oppenheimer and for Poor Things, and then The Holdovers also got some love too,
Yeah.
which is a very good movie. I saw it a couple weeks ago, streaming on Peacock now, and yeah, so best actor in a comedy or musical went to Paul Giamatti,
Hmm.
who's fantastic in the film. He definitely carried the film very well, and then best supporting actress. And then I forgot her name. Let me look up her name real quick. Best supporting actress for The
I have it up right
Holdovers.
now. For which one?
For The
For
Holdovers, for Best
holdovers.
supporting actress in a
It was
comedy
Divine
and
Joy
musical.
Randolph.
Yep, Divine Joy Randolph. Yeah, she was very good in the movie too.
Mm.
Her character was very human and had some struggles. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, both did a really good job in The Holdovers. Is a very good movie, and yeah, congrats to them.
Yeah.
Um, and
Well,
then
Oppenheimer dominated. It
Barbie.
looked like
I'm sorry.
Oppenheimer definitely dominated a lot last night for
Yeah,
last night. A few
Oppenheimer. Yeah,
nights ago.
that was their night. It was yeah the
Yeah.
night of Oppenheimer for sure. And then going to the new award, the cinematic box office achievement. So that one went to Barbie. So Barbie got one award. We
Which
were
makes sense.
both
It
of us
won.
were expecting it to get yeah.
It
Both
made a
of us were
billion.
expecting it to get more awards, but it won that one. So
Yeah. Mission Impossible being
it
there
went.
like
At
two
least it
weeks
didn't
ago
go
was
home
weird.
empty-handed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like I said, like a
Oh,
couple
Mission
weeks ago, like
Impossible.
yeah, Mission Impossible. That was weird that that was on there. I guess they just named another movie, but because I don't know, I didn't even
Yeah,
see that. But yeah, John Wick being there also was kind of weird. Not that those movies are bad or anything; those are pretty good movies. It's just I'm like,
mm,
huh, I didn't think they would be nominated for such an award. Um,
yeah.
were they? Are those like top 10 in the U.S. or something? Maybe that's why.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, those are the movies that hit a lot this year in the box office. So let me see. Top 10 for 2023. I looked at the top 10 of 2023 recently, and
Mhm.
a lot of those titles were on the list. So
Yeah.
let me go to let me see the list. Okay, so yeah, Barbie was definitely number one. Let me see box office here, 2023. So Barbie was number one. Then Super Mario Brothers was two. That was also nominated for that award. Oppenheimer was three. Guardians was four. Fast X was five. But Fast X, I don't think Fast X wasn't on that list.
No, it wasn't.
Um, and then Spider Man Across the Spider Verse,
I guess it's
Old River
cinematic.
Red.
I don't know if Fast X necessarily achieved anything cinematically. I get what is the
Yeah,
criteria for that award? That's what I'm confused about. Like, does it have to be a good movie? Because then again, there's Super Mario Bros., which I enjoyed, but
yeah. Critic
it's not
wise, it
like
wasn't
anything
the
special.
best. Yeah, it was also Super Mario Brothers was also nominated for Best Animated Feature too at this year's Globes.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean, there's even the Little Mermaid on here too. That came at number nine, but the Little Mermaid wasn't on that list as well
yeah, that's
either.
weird.
But,
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know any of these. I'm confused what this award
yeah, a
is
couple of
for.
them, a couple of them, yeah, I
I'm trying to look
haven't
for it.
even heard of. But yeah, but what else? Let's see what else happened at the Oscars by
All
supporting
right, so it
best.
says here
Uh,
that cinematic and box office achievement, a category for films that grossed at least 100 million domestically and 150 million worldwide.
Worldwide.
Yeah, but Fast X did too. That's what I'm confused about. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know. I'm
because
not even. It's
yeah,
kind of an irrelevant award, respectfully. So I don't know
yeah,
why
it's
it's
kind of
on
a
there.
random. I mean, it's nice that they did it, but yeah, it's just like a random award
Yeah,
that they kind of popped in there. But yeah, I mean, like we said, the night went to Oppenheimer. So there's also television too. So let's touch on television a little bit.
yeah.
So for best drama series, went to Succession.
Not surprised.
Succession, it just had its final season on HBO around last year.
Yeah,
And then for musical or comedy, went to The Bear, which was good. The Bear one actually that won last year, and I haven't seen The Bear. I've only seen one episode, but I definitely want to get more into The Bear. I heard a lot of good things for it.
yeah,
And then best limited series, anthology series, or motion picture made for television went to Beef,
yeah.
that mini series on Netflix that came out last spring, which I actually also have to see. I heard a lot of good things
Best
about Beef.
performance. Um. Oh, sorry for interrupting.
No, no,
uh,
no. Go ahead. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, and then best performance. I wasn't surprised. I think I predicted it weeks ago that it was gonna be a Succession sweep, and it pretty much was because you had Kieran Culkin. For those who don't know, that's I don't know how to say his first name, the Home Alone guy's brother. But
Macaulay Culkin. Yeah,
he's Kieran Culkin. He's I feel like he's created such a great career on on his own that like he isn't known as his brother. That's great to
yeah.
see, which has been great to see. Then you had for actress Sarah Snook for Succession, also as Shiv Roy. So both the Roy siblings won. Um,
Hmm.
Best performance in a TV series, musical or comedy. Jeremy Allen White, The Bear, not surprised. Um, Ayo Edebiri for The Bear, not surprised either. To be honest with you. Then there's Steven Yeun who won for actor in a limited series, and Ali Wong, who
Yeah.
or Ali Wong, I'm sorry, who won in the same category but for actress. Um, and then best supporting performance went to Matthew McFadden, who's fantastic actor, by the way. Some of you might
Yeah.
know him from Pride Pride and Prejudice, and then yeah, he's gonna be in Deadpool 3. So it's
Oh,
already a
nice.
great start for him this year. Yeah. I wonder why your side's delayed a little bit. I just noticed that. um, yeah, for your video was delayed a bit. But it's all right.
Oh,
Yeah, it's okay. I think the audience can handle it. Um, I think it might be a Wi-Fi issue of mine.
I thought,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. Then there's Elizabeth Becky who won for supporting actresses for the crown as Princess Diana,
Hmm.
or Diana, Princess of Wales, the official title. And then Ricky Gervais special won for best performance. Which has been a bit controversial from what I have heard, but I don't really know too much about it. Nor do I really want to look into it, to be honest, because whatever. Um, but yeah, it's Succession and Oppenheimer, a great night for both of them. The most
Hmm.
wins went to Oppenheimer. Um,
Yep.
and then of course Barbara's section, both Succession both had the
Succession.
most nominations for the night with nine. Oppenheimer had five awards won, by the way. Um, but yeah, overall,
Nice.
a good start to the year for the film industry. We got the
Absolutely.
Oscars coming up soon, and
Hmm.
they haven't announced nominees yet, but that's coming on the 23rd. Um,
Yep. So you have a couple more weeks. Yeah, we'll have the nominations for the Oscars. So yeah, it's
yeah,
crazy.
oh yeah, pretty interesting and everything, yeah. And then
Pretty big.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think that's really it for Golden Globes. I don't know. Um, I'm trying to think what could see. It's different. It's really different compared to the Oscars because of course there's so many of these like specific awards that the Oscars don't have. Um,
Hmm.
and that's why it took me a bit to think about there. But I'm trying to think of, some of these. I wonder which ones will translate. Like I said, I think Killian Murphy winning Best Actor is probably a lock. Um,
Yeah.
the rest, I don't know, because like last year there was what's her face? Who um for Best Actress?
Michelle Yeoh. Michelle
No,
Yeoh.
I know, yeah, Michelle Yeoh won. I know that, but who was it that won? Oh, it was Angela Bassett. Like she won, the Golden Globe. But then again, they were both in different categories.
Oh,
Oh wait,
yeah.
no,
You
I'm
were
dumb.
saying
I'm
like
dumb.
how
I'm
it's
dumb.
different.
It wasn't Michelle Yeoh. It was for the same category. It was Jamie Lee Curtis and Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett won in the Golden Globes, but she lost to Jamie Lee Curtis in
At the
the
Oscars.
Oscars. Yeah, that's what it was. I don't know why.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, the Golden Globes kind of predict the Oscars, but yeah, you're right. Sometimes there could be turns where you're expecting one person to win this, and
Yeah,
I mean, a couple examples too. I mean, a couple years ago, Chadwick Boseman in his final film, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, he won the Golden Globe for Best Actor, but then he was also nominated for Best Actor, but it went to Anthony Hopkins in The Father. That
yeah,
was
which was
because we
surprising
all,
to a lot of people.
I know, we were all dead set on Chadwick Boseman winning that award,
Yeah,
and then also same thing with
they even had
last
it
year.
last. Remember?
Yeah, they had it
Yeah,
last year
because
too.
they
Yeah,
thought
they
that
had it
was
with
gonna go with Chadwick.
yeah, and then another thing too with last year's award, Austin Butler won the Golden Globe for Best Actor in Elvis,
Hmm.
but Brendan Fraser took home Best Actor for The Whale.
Yeah.
So sometimes there's little differences here and there. So,
Hmm.
but certainly though, I mean, definitely ballpark though. I see Oppenheimer getting a lot of award nominations for sure, and uh, and same thing with Killers of the Flower Moon too. I mean, Killers of the Flower Moon, they took home one Golden Globe, which was Lily Gladstone, which was very well deserved. I mean, she was
Yeah.
very good and carried the film very importantly. And so there's always those awards that you definitely see a lot of nominations, and then sometimes it's crazy, surprising because sometimes they go home with maybe one or two awards. Sometimes they go home with
Yeah.
no awards. It's crazy. I remember a couple years ago, 4 years ago, at the other Oscars, The Irishman. When you look at that movie too, that's just like has Oscar worthy like written all over it. You got De Niro, Pacino, Pesci, directed Scorsese. But it didn't take home any awards
Yeah,
at
which
that
is surprising.
year's Oscar. Yeah, which was crazy. You would expect that to win at least one or two
Yeah.
awards, and
I won't
that's
say
how
it's
it is
surprising,
sometimes.
just crazy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
keep saying surprising. It's just crazy. Not too much surprising because I think looking back, like if you look at those awards, they made sense. To say that they were surprising would imply that, they're like, oh, they should have won. But like look, if you look at those
Hmm.
awards, like I'm not gonna say that, I'd say I'd pick any of those guys over Joaquin Phoenix that year. Um, I wouldn't. Or Parasite over I mean, the Irishman over Parasite. Um, I wouldn't necessarily, disagree with any of the picks, but like I guess like with how stacked it was pretty surprising.
Yeah.
Well, best actor that year I think was a lock, anyways. Like with Joaquin Phoenix, because even like the other performances that year were great, but no one came close to Joaquin. He literally carried a whole movie on
Oh,
his own.
yeah, that was one of the most memorable ones. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Out of all the nominees. But yeah, I mean, award season. It's in full kick now. So I know there's a couple more coming up. I know they have a few more after the Golden Globes. They have like the SAG, and they have like the
yeah,
Critics' Choice Award. So there's still a couple few more stops before the Oscars. But yeah, a couple more award
yeah.
shows. But
What
yeah,
was
the
the other one again?
season is in full fledged
It
now.
was Critics' Choice, right?
I'm sorry. Yeah, SAG
That's next week.
and Critics' Choice. Yep, Critics'
Yeah, I know
Choice.
that's Sunday, I believe.
Okay, so yeah, right around the
Yeah,
corner.
yeah, right. It is award season. Also, sports playoff season.
Hmm.
Well, NFL season, like NFL playoff season. That's exciting too. Uh,
Yeah, it's all
um,
happening now. All happening. Yeah.
yeah, it's like, man, these are like both the most boring times of the year, but for your TV screen, it's probably the most exciting. You know?
Yeah, for there's a lot of award shows happening. Yeah, I mean not too
Yeah,
many stuff going on at the start of the year.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I mean definitely a lot of award shows are in full. Yeah, and then as you know, because usually most of like the films that would get nominated for awards, they typically tend to come out towards the end of the year. You know,
yeah,
typically like the late summer, fall, winter. But yeah, I mean. But yeah, it's in full fledged and got a lot of stuff coming on. And then soon we'll have new episodes of TV series too that comes out in the middle of February. So we'll have new episodes to your favorite shows. Like I was I was watching TV the other night and I saw a commercial for Abbott Elementary, which is a really popular show that comes back in February. So a lot of the sitcoms and television series they're coming back to the screen in February.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, well, that's that. I think that's enough for the Golden Globes. I think we covered everything there. Yeah, I guess up next, not too many news because like it's still the beginning of the year. But uh, one of the things that came out today, though, that was pretty big was there's two things actually that came out today that were pretty big. We'll start off with Jon Favreau set to direct new Star Wars movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu, begins production this year. So I guess that means we're not getting
Nice.
season 4 of The Mandalorian. I'm not too sure. Found that pretty interesting though. I mean, this just kind of came out of nowhere. There was
Mhm.
supposed to be another movie with the Mandalorian to come out, and seemed to be a crossover of everything, from what I heard. If that's
Oh
correct,
wow.
and that still also seems to be happening too. So we're looks like we're finally getting Star Wars back on the big screen. This is set for the big screen. Um, so after 4, soon to be 5 years, because this is probably not going to come. It's not coming out this year for sure. I'd
Yeah.
imagine maybe 2025, since it's starting production this year. So it looks like maybe next year will be the return of Star Wars on the big screen after 6 years, 5, 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
don't think
Yeah.
they have a release
Hopefully,
date.
I mean, John Favreau. He's a good director. I mean, he's done a lot with Marvel, and he helped Iron Man become popular, and he's also done Elf. So
Oh,
I have some faith in him that he could bring Star Wars back because the past couple of Star Wars films I wasn't really a big fan of. The Force Awakens was good.
yeah,
The Last Jedi. Last Jedi, I'm a little bit mixed on, and
yeah,
then the Rise of Skywalker was just we all know that that's like bad Star Wars movies, like
yeah,
so. But yeah, hopefully he could do it right. I have faith in him because he's a good director and he's done a lot with the MCU and yeah.
yeah. And like I love John Favreau. He's made a lot of great movies, like you said. Iron Man 1 and 2. He's the
Mhm.
guy who really helped set up the MCU a lot in the beginning.
Yeah.
There's also some other classics, like you said, Elf, Zathura, Space Adventure. was a good movie.
Oh,
I
yep,
enjoyed
I
too.
remember that movie when I was a
Yeah.
kid. Yeah, that was a
And then
classic. Yeah.
a movie that's been meme to death because of TV Filthy Frank, Chef. um,
Oh, Chef is a good movie. Chef,
yeah, I
I
do
like
like
Chef.
Chef.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. It's just such a meme now. Or was such a meme back then. Um, because of TV Filthy Frank. How far YouTube has gone and Filthy Frank since then. Because man went from
Yeah.
straight shit poster to a really talented singer, which is kind of crazy. It's quite the career trajectory. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah,
Crazy Chef is turning 10 this
this is
year.
what I mean.
It's-
Yeah, have you seen shit? Oh man. But yeah,
yeah.
nah, I really like The Mandalorian season 1 and 2. Haven't seen 3 to be honest. So I'm looking forward to this. I heard season 3 was kind of bad though. So
Little mix.
maybe a movie is better because they don't have to do so many filler episodes and everything. Um
Hmm.
but yeah. Uh I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm excited to see the future of the Star Wars universe. I guess it was a little bit nice to take a break from the movies too, like, because it was
Uh,
probably needed,
we needed a break for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we needed a break for sure. I mean, they still
5
had the shows, and
movies?
the shows. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did. Yeah,
5 movies in
I mean, the shows were
it's a lot.
and then the shows were still very popular too, and the
Yeah.
audience seemed to enjoy them for the most part. But yeah, we
Yeah.
were definitely long overdue for a break from Star Wars. Because don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars, but yeah, even though like after the Last Jedi, and then definitely after the Rise of Skywalker, I'm like, okay, yeah, we don't need another Star Wars movie for at least a
Yeah.
couple of years. But it's good to see that we're getting it again, and we got a good director on board. So, and it's with the Mandalorian, which is very popular. So there's faith in it for sure.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the Star Wars news for today. Um Up next, Tom Cruise signs deal with Warner Bros. To develop and produce original and franchise films. So yeah, as reported by Variety, uh, Tom Cruise has his next mission. he signed he signed this long deal. He's gonna have his own office in the WB lot. Um, it's Cruise and his production company. Like I said, they'll have offices in the lot, and yeah, this is interesting. I feel like this is a big loss for Paramount, to be honest, though, because Paramount and
Yeah,
him had a
because
quite a relationship the last couple of years.
yeah, they did have yeah, they did. And then the Mission Impossible movies, they were all Paramount. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, because he did a lot of films with Paramount. I mean, looking back at it, I mean,
Mm,
yeah, I mean the Mission Impossible movies, Jack Reacher, there was another one. Yeah, he had quite a few.
yeah.
Was the Edge of Tomorrow, was that Paramount or is that
I think it was
Universal?
Warner Bros. I'm pretty sure. Let me see.
Warner
I'm
Bros.
pretty sure it was Warner
Edge of
Bros.
Tomorrow.
They've been wanting to make a sequel for that for years, and it's oh yeah, it was Warner Bros. And it's never
It was Warner
panned
Brothers.
out. Yeah, it's never panned out. Um, and I don't know if it's ever gonna happen.
Yeah,
But we'll see. But maybe with this it'll
sometimes.
happen.
Yeah, we'll
Maybe
see.
with this it will happen. Who knows?
Yeah, now that he's a part of it, yeah, now he's part of
Yeah.
it, could easily get it to happen for sure.
Yeah, I know they also renamed the movie a while back too. Um it's because now it's called Live Die Repeat Edge of Tomorrow,
Oh yeah,
which is
they did. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
yeah.
because it was called, and then they also called it Live Die Repeat. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, which is funny because the original one wasn't even, both of them were called the original one was All You Need Is Kill. What the movie's based
Oh,
on. Yeah. But yeah, no, fun movie. I like
interesting.
that movie. I would love to see,
Yeah,
a
no, very
sequel of
good,
that.
very good.
Yeah, and I wonder what projects are gonna come from this. I wonder if he'll do more sci-fi, because sci-fi movies from him have been pretty fun. So, we'll see what happens. Like it's pretty interesting. Um, and I'm looking forward to what's to come from this, if anything. Because
Absolutely. Yeah,
because
absolutely. I mean,
sometimes
Warner
with
Brothers
WB,
needs it because yeah, and Warner Brothers needs it too because with all the kind of because they lost a lot of money too.
yeah,
With doing the strike and stuff like that. So they want to. They definitely hired the I have to say they hired the right guy because Tom Cruise, he knows how to. You gotta give him credit. I mean, whether you're a fan of him or not, Tom Cruise, he definitely knows how to entertain an audience.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, he'll go above and beyond. For
Mhm.
sure, he'll literally put his life on the line. Yeah,
Yeah.
entertain his
And with
audience.
WB, it's like I remember, who knows if stuff's made because I remember they signed J.J. Abrams for all this stuff, and nothing's panned out
Oh
from
yeah,
that deal from what I remember. So who knows? But with this being Tom Cruise, I feel like they're gonna be more, you know, like ready to go than
yeah,
anything with
for
J.J.
sure.
Abrams. J.J. Abrams, like he had a bunch of stuff and it got canceled. Like Justice League Dark and Constantine, etc. There's a lot.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah,
Yeah, and this all got canceled because they're redoing the whole DC universe, which again, rest in peace, DCEU. Um, but yeah, there wasn't too much else with that other than there's just some new stuff there. Uh, but yeah, with that said, I'm trying to see if there's more news because there's not that much news honestly these days. Like,
yeah,
so
not
far
too
it's been
much. I
quiet.
know that Stranger Things fans, that Stranger Things, they started production
Yeah.
on their final season, so that's
Hmm.
something that's be looking out for. Stranger Things.
Yeah.
What what else is
There's some
happening?
stuff from this. I don't know if you saw the Sony conference yesterday. There's a lot of interesting stuff. Like we got the Venom 3 logo.
Oh,
Ghostbusters
yep,
got
I
moved
saw
up.
that.
Um, yeah,
Ghostbusters got moved up.
yeah, to March
Oh, what?
22nd.
Okay, when was its original release?
Oh, I think it was
Was it
like the
supposed to
week
come out
after, I
like?
believe.
Oh, so they just got released like a week before.
Yeah, so now they're doing it like, like wait, is it pushed up or pushed down? Or no, it's pushed forward. It's the 22nd.
Push forward.
I think they're trying to
22nd.
avoid facing it's supposed to be 29th. I think they're trying to avoid facing Godzilla versus Kong, I believe, comes out that same day.
Oh, okay.
Or
So they don't
Godzilla
want
X
to.
Kong the
Yeah, they
New
don't want to.
Empire. I think that's what it was called. Yeah, Godzilla and Kong comes out that day.
This is too.
Or I
I
mean
came
the
across
12th.
this earlier this
My
morning.
bad. What's up?
Across this earlier. Came across this earlier today. The Last of Us. Caitlin Dever is cast as Abby in season 2 of The Last of Us.
Yeah.
So we got a new addition to the Last of Us series.
Hmm. I forgot. I
That
just
that
saw
should be
that too.
fun.
Yep. And then they
Uh,
also announced in the same conference that God of War is officially the God of War TV show is officially being written by Amazon for Amazon. Um and then
Amazon
there was another one too. I think it was Beyond not Beyond Two Souls, Horizon Zero Dawn. Um is getting
Horizon
written
Zero Dawn.
for Netflix. So that's cool. I love God of War. Great video game. I almost said movie. But I with these video game adaptations, you're always not 100% sure if it's gonna be good or not. You're always like you know you're always like cautious. That's the word I'm looking for.
Cautious,
Um
yeah. Because sometimes they could be a hit or miss. Yeah, that's
yeah,
understandable. Be
but yeah,
cautious. Yeah, couple of good things. Couple of good things coming out. And then yeah, it's basically it. Yeah, because there's not too many. Because basically the award season now that it's in full fledged, there's not going to be so much entertainment news. I mean, you'll still get
yeah,
some, but yeah, not as much. Especially
yeah,
too within this point of the year too, because we're in like the second week of the year.
yeah. It's
So
only yeah. We're only
but
like
yeah.
two. Oh, there was some big news. I do remember a couple days ago. Stephen Young he had to drop out Thunderbolts. He was supposed to play Sentry. That's a
Oh
big
wow,
loss for the
really?
movie. Yeah.
Wow, yeah. Steven Yen, he's been really crushing it lately.
Mm,
With Nope and Beef, and then
yeah.
Minari even. I wish I would have met. My first convention, I went to Rhode Island Comic Con in 2019, and he was there, but I wasn't really into The Walking Dead, and I kind of had stopped watching the
Yeah.
show. But he was there, and now thinking back at it, I wish I would have met him because he's crushing it
Maybe
now,
next
doing
time.
a lot of great work. Yeah, maybe next time. Yeah.
It seems like he had to drop out because of another, conflict. We're gonna see the effects of the strike, uh, you know, around this time now. Like there will be a lot of people dropping out. I know Andrew Garfield had to drop out of a movie he was gonna make with Guillermo del Toro, and then yeah, there's gonna be a lot more of this, guys. Like these strikes did mess
Yeah.
up a lot of scheduling conflicts and everything, or a lot of scheduling. I mean, and there's gonna be conflicts. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I wonder who they're gonna recast him as, or I mean,
Mhm.
recast Sentry as, and I wonder if Steve Young will be in the MCU eventually. I would bet he would be, back as a different character, of course.
That'd be really cool. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
cool to put him in there.
but yeah, that's it for news. It seems. Besides that,
Yeah, kind of kind of
but
light news
yeah,
there.
but hey, January 12th, is this Friday. And honestly, this is the most exciting January 12th in a while. Or not January 12th. There's movies coming out. That's what I'm trying to say. There's actually
Yeah,
really interesting movies coming out in January. Can you
yeah,
believe that?
I know,
I can't
which is
either.
crazy because yeah, January they usually don't showcase the certain movie. January's kind of like a slower month for the theater,
Yeah.
and but yeah, there's some
Like
titles,
last
interesting
year,
titles that are coming out.
yeah, like last year we only had what? Megan?
Megan, yeah, Megan,
Yeah.
which I
These
was really
people.
surprised of how well it did.
Yeah, I
So
thought it was gonna be bad. I won't lie to you. Um, I'm
yeah,
not
same. I
gonna.
thought I thought so.
I need to sneeze. I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Bless you.
And then there was that awful House Party reboot. Um,
Oh yeah, that came out the end of the month. Yeah, I remember that. The house party. Yeah,
yeah. That movie sucked. It's probably I forgot it came out last year and I didn't put it on my best and worst, so it's probably gonna be put in that list.
and the
I
worst.
forgot it existed. I thought it came out in 2022 for some reason. 2023 felt really wrong, huh? Oh man, that was wow. That's crazy to me. There's like well, 2023 it was such a year for me that it feels like things were split in like two halves and took four like felt like two different years.
Different.
Felt like it aged two
Yeah.
years. Ah, oh man.
Well,
But anyways, let's take a look at this the schedule. So first we
yeah.
got from Netflix Lift, which is a heist comedy from F. Gary Gray, stars Kevin Hart, Vincent D'Onofrio, uh, uh, and others. Yeah, Sam Worthington, um, and yeah, there's a lot of people there. I don't know what to expect from that, but we'll see. Um, The Beekeeper, which comes from MGM, stars Jason
Yes.
Statham and Jeremy Irons, Josh Hutcherson, he's been back lately. I've noticed that he's been in a lot more stuff, huh?
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while. He's kind of like been
Yeah,
on the hiatus for a minute, and now he's making a comeback. Yeah.
yeah. Like he was like, after Mockingjay Part Two, he was like gone, and then
Yeah,
all
he's
of a
gone, and
sudden,
now
hey
I'm starting
guys,
to
I'm in
see him
Five
in more
Nights at
stuff.
Freddy's.
Yeah.
I'm in The Beekeeper. Um, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, so pretty good cast there, and it's directed by David Ayer. We'll see. Not the
See how
biggest
that
Ayer
goes.
fan. He's directed some good movies, but he's also directed Suicide Squad and Bright. So
Oh yeah, the first. Yeah.
yeah, that's all. That's all. And also the Tax Collector. That's a bad movie. That's a bad
Oh, the one
movie.
with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
I forgot about that movie. George Lopez, awful movie. Oh man. Um, And then we got the Book of Clarence, which is the one I'm most excited for. TriStar Pictures.
Same. Yeah.
It's has a very stacked cast. It's directed by Jamie Samuel, who I recently learned is the brother of Seal. Did not know that.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Interesting. Fun fact.
that's a fun fact. I didn't know they were related. Well, because why would I think that? But yeah, they're both related. That's a cool fact. He directed The Harder They Fall, which was a good movie. And this movie stars Lakeith Stanfield, Omar Sy, R.J. Seiler, Benedict Cumberbatch, James McAvoy, Caleb McLaughlin of Stranger Things fame, for those who know. Alfred Woodward. I could keep going. Basically, what I'm trying to say is this cast is stacked, very stacked.
Yeah, and it has good reviews too so far. I saw
Yes.
some of the early reviews. Yeah, good
Yeah.
reviews. So
So
that's one
premise.
I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
And yeah, interesting premise too. The trailer, yeah, I saw the trailer. Looks good. Yeah,
yeah. To give the premise, to everyone, a struggling down on his luck man named Clarence, living in AD 33 Jerusalem, Jerusalem. I can't say it. It's so
Jerusalem. I know
yeah,
certain words.
Jerusalem.
Yeah,
I'm so yeah. I don't know why I can't pronounce that well. Looks to capitalize on the rise of Jesus Christ by claiming to be a new Messiah sent by God in an attempt to free himself of debt and start a life of glory to for himself. So it's like, yeah, this is an interesting premise. So it's like, he's trying to, uh, I guess, what is it? I guess he's trying to say that. What am I trying to say? My goodness. It's hit. It's some. So basically, it's like some guy that's trying to, you know, be Jesus when he's not.
hmm
Um,
yeah. He like has these miracles and is able to cure
yeah,
people. Yeah, things like that. Yeah,
yeah. Interesting premise. I'm gonna be watching this in theaters. I definitely want to check it out. Um,
it looks like a good, interesting concept too. Yeah, fun,
yeah,
and with the cast too. But Keith Stanfield is a very good actor, so looking forward to
yeah.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah, no, you and as if you're, if you're a follower of religion, it has everyone like Jesus Christ himself is in the movie, Judas is in the movie, John the Baptist, Mary's in the movie, both Marys, Mary Magdalene, and Mother Mary herself, the Virgin
nice.
Mary. Uh, like they're all in the movie. It says here they're all in the movie. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Pointius is in the movie. I don't know if I said his name right. I have to do better with this. I have to do better with pronunciations. But yeah, he's in the movie too. They got everyone. They got everyone. You read the Bible, you're gonna know everyone in this movie. I've read the Bible, so I do know everyone in this movie. Uh, but just because I know them doesn't mean I can pronounce some of their names. But yeah.
Yeah,
Last but not least, a movie that is very well and very very well anticipated by a lot of people. We got the Mean Girls the musical from Paramount Pictures. Screenplay by Tina Fey. And yeah, that's coming out this Friday.
Friday.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, Friday. Um, it stars Angourie Rice as Katie. Who was originally played by Lindsay Lohan. I do
Lohan.
like
Yep,
Angourie Rice too. She's great. I enjoy her work. She was great in she's in the Spider-Man trilogy, the MCU one.
yep.
The Nice Guy, but the Nice Guys was where she really shined the most for me. And
One of
in
her,
those
yeah,
other movies, yeah, in the
earlier
Spider-Man one,
roles.
she's kind of side character, just doesn't really do much. But um, like the one where you get the most of her and everything was the Nice Guys, and I love that movie, and she was great in it. So. Um, then you got Renee Rapp, who will be portraying Regina George, originally played by Rachel McAdams, who I kind of forget played Regina George because you see her in other movies and you're like, huh, that was Regina George. I forgot.
Yeah,
Um, you got some other, very known actors like Tina Fey, Jenna
mhm.
Fisher. Everyone loves Pam from The Office.
Tim
Jenna
Meadows
Fisher's
is
in the
featured as well as the principal.
Yeah, Tim Meadows, and last but not least, John Hamm.
John Hamm
So
is, yep, he's in there. He's the coach. Yeah, the PE teacher. Yeah, I saw him in the trailer.
yeah, so this was
Yeah.
supposed to be on Paramount Plus originally, but now it got moved to the big screen, and yeah, here we are, and it's probably gonna make them a lot of money. Smart move for them. And yeah, basically, I'm not gonna even give the premise because most of you probably already know the premise. It's just
And I've
now told in
seen,
a
yeah,
musical form.
yeah, we'll see
So
how it goes. I mean, I am a fan of the original Mean Girls, the one
yeah,
that
it's a
came
fun
out in
movie.
'04. So, I mean, I'll see how this one plays out. It's different. It's like a musical, and it's targeted to a different audience. Because teens back in '04 and teens now, it's like kind of different. With the technologies boosting and certain things like that. But yeah, I mean, I'll see how it does. I mean, I can
Yeah.
imagine it'll probably do well in the box office because a lot of people who have enjoyed the first one will probably run out and check this one out.
Oh yeah. But yeah. I think that's it That's it for movies. There's nothing else really coming out.
It's
It's
yeah,
January.
but a surprising point that you pointed out though. Yeah, I mean, usually January you don't really get this many big releases, but this Friday you got like you got a lot of titles out there.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, no, this is gonna carry, like, look at the January schedule. This is gonna carry this whole month pretty much. So, which is fun
yeah.
because yeah. So yeah, the most exciting stuff will be coming in February. More exciting stuff, like you got your Argoyles and your Madam
Mm.
Webs.
Madam Webs, yeah,
Madam
we
Web.
touched on that one. Yeah,
Bob Marley, One Love, and everything. Drive Away Doll. Like, I'm excited for February. I mean, also it's my birthday that time too. Lisa Frankenstein's there too.
same.
So
Yeah, same. Yeah,
yeah. So you know, February. It's a great time. If you have a birthday or excited for movies or have a significant other. Um, but we're in January. We just started the
I have
year.
stuff
Forget about
happening.
February yet. We're not going there yet. So but yeah.
It's on the way. On the
It's
way.
on the way. There's
Yeah.
many things on the way coming to the channel, so be sure to check out for them. I'll be better posting stuff because I was bad the last 2 weeks, but we're gonna come along. We're gonna, I'm gonna do my New Year's resolution is to, post these faster. Takes a lot of time though to edit, but
Yeah.
um,
No, yeah, it's totally understandable. Yeah.
yeah. Not do what I did with the last episode because man, that was that was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, and yeah,
All good.
and I kind of
All good.
just
I'm sure they're happy. They're happy to see us now. They're happy to see us
yeah,
now.
oh yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of the Real Rap Podcast. Um, I gotta start setting up the Real Rap Studio more. We got more equipment. Like I said, everything was delayed for me the last couple of weeks, but I got my equipment. I got some posters to put up, and we should be good to go recording here
Nice.
soon. I don't know. I don't want to give a certain timetable, but there will be a new look in a couple of weeks, so we'll see. Anyways,
Be
guys,
ready. Be prepared.
yeah, be ready. Be ready. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time for the Real Rap Podcast or something else if we decide to do something else. Peace.
Some movie reviews. Here's out. All right. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, no. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Actually, no. Peace.
No one ever cared what you said, but to say that means never listening to what mom say. Always had a dream on moving at my mom's place. Always hesitate when it came to putting on the wrong face. When it came to putting it on face. When it came to building up a better being, but a better being. Never been in the back of your thoughts. Never ever thought you'd ever see them, but I bet that you were heated, but you scream in the back of your thoughts. Nightmares and dreams in the back of your thoughts. Life with a meaning.